Hey guys, in today's video we will do a detailed comparison between the 2022 Honda Civic hatchback and its 10th gen predecessor. How it differentiate in terms of design, interiors, and specifications. So let's start the video. The 2022 Honda Civic hatchback debuted 2 months after the sedan, adding 5 doors, more sportiness, and more practicality to the mix. The 11th generation Civic has been upgraded in terms of driving dynamics, ride quality, efficiency, technology, and interior space, according to Honda. For the latest model, we'll add a more mature, less boy racer appearance. But how does the new model's design compare to the previous one? Although appearances are subjective, a side-by-side visual comparison is always beneficial in making a decision. Starting with the front end, the 2022 Civic is less aggressive than the 2021 Civic, to the point where some could call it boring. The slimmer and horizontally aligned LED lights, on the other hand, give it a wider appearance. The grille between them is similarly thinner, with the center extending to give the nose a longer appearance. The front bumper side intakes are significantly smaller, and the fog lights are surrounded by less plastic. The central and completely functioning intake, on the other hand, has increased thanks to the blacked-out middle section of the front splitter. Moving on to the profile, the Civic retains its predecessor's sportsback form and low height, but with a few tweaks in proportions that make it appear larger and more elegant. The window line follows the same pattern as the Accord, although this time with less drama. The hood is longer, the A-pillars are 1.96 inches further back, the wheelbase is 1.4 inches longer, the mirrors are mounted on the doors, and the beltline is lower and more horizontal than previously, allowing for a larger greenhouse. The fact that Honda chose to make the body less muscular, with less focus on the wheel arches and softer dynamic lines, is intriguing. This may go against the current trend, but it also makes the automobile more appealing to a broader audience, as one would expect from a global mainstream bestseller. As a result, the new Civic appears to be much more conservative than its predecessor, but it may age better, judging by VW Group's comparable better safe than sorry design development policy. The tail was designed in a same manner, making the current generation much less perplexing to look at. The roofline is still slanting backwards, but the lines are crisper and more balanced. The closed lines of the rear hatch do not float around like they did in the previous generation, but they are elegantly merged with the side window line's chrome ornamental strip. The spoiler has been better incorporated into the design and no longer cuts the rear windshield in half as it did previously. As with the current design trend, the taillights are smaller and wider, with a thin red strip connecting them. The rear bumper design may appear uninteresting to some, but it is a significant improvement over the previous generation's massive false vents and pointy boy racer fins. The chrome cosmetic finish on the dual exhaust pipes, the actual tips are much smaller, and the diffuser add a sporty touch, while any stylistic exaggerations are reserved for the flagship Type R. Another advantage of the new generation hatchback is that it stands out more from the sedan when compared to prior models, which had extremely similar taillights. Inside, a retro-inspired full-width metal mesh integrates the climate vents, simplifying the dashboard. While primarily cosmetic and likely difficult to keep clean, this design feature emphasizes the interior's width and divides the dashboard into 2 sections. The 7 or 9-inch infotainment screen now rests higher on the dashboard, rather than being merged with the cockpit-like tilted center console of the previous model. Thankfully, Honda kept the actual knobs for the climate settings and volume, which were reintroduced with the previous generation's redesign, earning brownie points. The new Civic's central tunnel is also raised to give it a more expensive appearance. The driver gets increased visibility, and the rear passengers have 1.4 inches extra legroom and the same amount of headroom as the previous version, according to Honda. While we don't have specifications for the cargo space, we do know that the lower portion of the loading area is 1.6 inches wider. The 60-40 split in the rear seatbacks allows for greater cargo space when needed. The boot space has been reduced slightly from the previous model's 25.7 cubic feet, although it is still significantly larger than the new sedan's 15.1 cubic feet. So, what are your thoughts on the cosmetic differences between the 10th and 11th generation Honda Civics? Do you favor the old model's hot hatch approach or the new model's more conservative and premium-looking approach? To tell us more, join the debate in the comments section below. So that's it for today. If you found this video informative, then give a like to this video, and also you can subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Till then, wear a seatbelt and drive safe. We will meet in next video.